Hello everyone, welcome back to the Aircraft Showcase. Hello Ross. Sorry I got immediately slapped into agile. Tonight, we got a aircraft double feature. The F2 Viper Zero and the F-117 Nighthawk. I'm still feeling drained. And on top of that, allergies are screwing me over, so this will be fun. But luckily for me, Ace Combat 6 is easy for me to play on autopilot, so I don't have to think about it too much. But anyway, so the first mission we're going to do is San Loma Assault. You better see that. I'll get better. It's just part of living in the Midwest during spring. And as for me feeling drained, that's because my kitties decided that midnight was the perfect time to do a 100-yard dash for 2 hours. So I didn't get much sleep. Do you trust spoiler opinions? I think so. I think you mentioned something about that. Anywho. First up on the list is the F2A Viper Zero. Known as Viper Zero, the F2A is a variant of the F-16. It is equipped with the latest avionic equipment, including phased array radar. Although specifically designed for anti-ship operations, this powerful aircraft is also deployed in air superiority and intercept missions. The F2A is known for its responsiveness and stability, so much so that engine stall-related accidents are extremely rare. Its high-performance armaments include that of high maneuver and long-range missiles. While successfully fulfilling its initially conceived role of air-to-ground and air-to-ship intercept, the F2A is also a formidable air-to-air multi-role aircraft. So, the Mitsubishi F2 IRL stats. It is manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. From license from General Dynamics. It is also partially manufactured by Lockheed Martin. Its sole operator is the JASDF. Its first flight was October 7th, 1995, and it is currently in service. Hi Sly, welcome to Stram. Also, you guys are gonna get hit with agile here pretty soon. So, yay. Unless somebody pop flares. I am a little under the weather for 2 reasons. One, my allergies are kicking my ass. High sinus pressure today. So I can't breathe out of the left side of my nose. And then 2, I'm just really tired because, as I said in Discord, my Void Princesses... Oh, there's the ad break. My Void Princesses decided that midnight was the perfect time to do Kitty Olympics for 2 hours. But, yeah. But like I said, 5 minutes, oh no. Well, Okay, I guess I will just kind of stick around. Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah. The, our stats... I'm stalling. Yeah, this is really great for me to try and stall when suffering from Midwestern spring. Alright, hopefully y'all are back. Yeah, our stats, there, okay. So yeah, our stats, we have pretty good defense, much better stability than the F-16, while maintaining our mobility. It does look like we lost a little speed, but we gained in air-to-air and most noticeably in air-to-ground. Our liveries, according to Zavicki, the Ameria is your standard JASDF blue. In the vanilla liveries, I really like this one. Then we've got the gray splinter camouflage for the Estavakian. And for the SP, we've got the XFA2 prototype livery. Although the wiki says those are yellow wing surface tips, but it looks more gold orange to me. We're gonna go and stick with the good old classic. As for our armaments, our main missile is the AAM-3, and we've got 110 of them. As for special weapons, we've got 28 of the Type 80 ASM. Although I know I'm going to, especially now that I'm doing the warships list, I might Freudian slip and call these long lances. Can't get the video in the F-22 missile really fighting next. Cue the F-2. Hello, Sovereign. Welcome, Mr. Trend. Here, then we've got the AAM-5 QAM, the AAM-4. There's 20 of the AAM-5, 52 of the AAM-4 XMA-4s, and 40 of the Mark 84 unguided bombs. No, for this, we're going to be taking the Type 80 long lances. Oh, there we go.
Which plane should I pick?
ASM. And then we're gonna need Shamrock. He's going to take the AM
Are we ready to
force.
fly with these planes?
Yeah. F-22 Mox. I don't think an F-2 would be able to take on an F-22.
Garuda team, time to take off.
The F-22 would see the F-2 long before the Viper ever sees the Raptor. Oh wait, I went in the wrong starting spot. Damn it. Well, shit.
Seize San Loma along with its military base and use that as a base of operations for attacking the enemy's heavy command cruiser.
Wipe out all enemies along the northwest route on your way to San Loma. This is Cabernet. Moving to destroy all defense facilities along the bombing route. Destroy all enemy ships.
We haven't started Alpha yet, so that's good.
Take out any enemy forces obstructing We can't let them take the city.
San Loma's got some pretty
Yeah,
tough
that's the,
defenses. Going
that's
it
the
alone
night
would be
club
much too
kicking
risky.
in.
Guess we better lay off the stunts today. Bavarian landing forces breached our defenses. Prepare to engage. This is Warlock. Enemy forces confirmed. We're breaking through.
Speaking of allergy meds, I saw a hilarious meme where it had a picture of a guy lying face up in a field of like grass and flowers, and it was like a parody of a medical ad, and it had Benadryl's logo up at the top, and the caption was, "You can't sneeze if you're unconscious." It's like, that's so... I felt that, really. But yeah, like I said in the Defunct series, the F2 is basically what happens when you give the Japanese your plane. They make it better in every way. So, I wonder what the homegrown Japanese F-35 is going to be like. Probably be able to transform into a Gundam, whip out a laser sword, and say, "Hirokiro Banzai!"
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Enemy reinforcements are on their way. It's a heavily armed LCAC.
Yeah, the only advantage that the F-16 has in this game is that it has the American war crime. And that's about it. Because the Viper carries more XMAs than the Falcon. It carries more bombs than the Falcon. It has access to the anti-ship missile. And it has access to QAMs. Oh, the man pads is Japanese thing. Okay, I thought it was American.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
QAMs are not the strongest missile, or in their strongest iteration here. They do retain their power. If you get hit with a QAM, unless you're strigging, you're probably dead. But they do not have the homing of Ace 4. But they work better than they do in 5. But then again, Ace 5's special weapons in general are shit. other than, you know, the TLS.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
I got a missile coming at me. It's going down.
Ace 4 QN. You can keep running. You'll die tired. You are not wrong.
It missed. I missed. He's still on me.
I mean, there's a reason why, well, you mentioned TV tropes earlier, Ross. There's a reason why TV tropes calls the Ace 4 QA Mobius 1's instant kill radius.
Target hit.
Bandit, dead ahead. Box 2, damn, he evaded my missile.
Oh yeah, QAM does have a short range. It's to compensate for its insane homing ability. It's literally, you fire it and then you can forget about it because it's going to kill.
San Loma's right over there. Don't get shot down after getting this far. It's a bird emblem. We've got a chance with those guys watching over us up there. What are you talking about? They've got the enemy wrapped up in turmoil right now. We can't hold up under this fire. Guerrilla team, we need more support.
Our fleet's taken too much damage.
Sucker
Don't let them
tank.
take any more hits.
Challenger.
Observation planes confirmed on radar. Be on alert for enemy cruise missiles.
American tanks are British,
Shoot down the observation planes or cover
not
our
German.
allies.
Both. If you can shoot down the unmanned observation planes, that'll minimize the damage to our forces. First wave of enemy cruise missiles incoming. Point of impact is showing up on radar. Stay clear of that area.
Flagship Marigold to the Ruby team. We need you to take out that enemy fleet offshore and shoot down those escort planes. Hey, where the hell did our forces go? We can't survive out here without them. Enemy forces have been reduced. Those Estefanian escort planes are loaded up with anti-ship missiles. Enemy cruise missile just hit its target. Team squad is in trouble. Evacuate all injured soldiers to safe ground.
Miss. Fuck you, Aegis.
I've got enemy forces on radar. Hardly any, but they're there. Don't hold back. Kill all the invaders. Hawkins speaking. He just bailed out. Want to survive? Keep your eyes glued to that radar.
Enemy chopper shot down. In gun range.
Yeah, I think Ace 5 is actually the first to correctly classify the F2 as a multi-role. I'm pretty sure in its PS2 days it was an attacker. And in its handheld
We have radar
iterations,
lock on.
it is also an attacker. Despite the fact that it is quite capable of dogfighting. Hell, even Assault Horizon fucks it up and makes it an attacker.
Radar. Ruby team, thanks for that outstanding cover. Standing by to attack.
The F2 does not feel sluggish.
The target number of enemy planes are destroyed. Shift forces to the San Loma takeover operation.
The Americans are all moving at once. Hurry up! Flagship Marigold. Roger that. Provide support.
I mean, if it did, it's because that's how they programmed it. Now, granted, it is more stable than the F-16 it was born from, but it is very much a multi-role, not an attacker. But this isn't the only plane that, only multi-role that PA got wrong and misidentified. They've also done the same thing to the Strike Eagle. It's a multi-role, not an attacker. Ace 5. X. Joint assault. Well, yeah, the the Strike Eagle does feel a little less responsive than the F-15 Charlie. That's the point. The Charlie was not designed for ground strike in any way. It was designed to kill enemy aircraft and to be the best at it.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
It's the same reason why the F-35 feels a little bit more sluggish than the F-22. You're talking about comparing multi-roles to Apex Predators.
Talisman, you're the key player on this mission. Don't get shot down.
Missile evaded.
What the hell's the IGION doing? Where are the Nimbus missiles?
Lock on. Enemy's got a SAM locked on.
Which is why the kid is so pissed that he hasn't gotten the intercept.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Enemy destroyer sent to the bottom.
Feeling yellow squad F-15. I'd believe it. It's possible. It'd be more challenging, but yeah. I mean, canonically, Talisman takes out the CFA-44 with a Strike Eagle. EJ scoring 5 kills in an instant. Now that I don't believe.
Garuda 1, you're approaching the return line. Maintain your current heading to
Because it's
return to
PJ.
base and resupply.
Hey, Gio. Welcome to stream.
Begin landing checks. You are cleared to land. Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
It's not that I have a cold, Gio. I've got allergies and lack of sleep on top of an 8-hour retail workday. I should be feeling better by tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you feel better.
Garuda 1, altitude restrictions have been canceled. Good luck.
Taking evasive action. No missile's gonna get me.
Alright.
Fox 2. This one's mine. Garuda 2 fired.
Yeah. Unfortunately, retail is one of the it's one of the only job offerings that you can get these days.
Lock on.
thanks to everything in the economy focusing in on the service industry instead of, you know, manufacturing.
All targets are almost destroyed.
Maintenance.
Garuda 1, take care of what's left.
Talisman, it's time to finish up.
And I'm just not strong enough for construction.
Enemy
But-
plane gun range.
The job I've got's not terrible. It's one of the few retail jobs that isn't customer focused.
I have it.
Since I'm a merchandiser, I technically work for the vendors, not for the customer. And so I get to hand them off to, you know, actual store associates.
Radar lock.
Yeah, 6 does set up Shamrock for tragedy. Because in a change of pace from the previous 2 games with playable wingman, instead of having a literally dead wingman at the end, you have an emotionally dead wingman at the end. Well, they couldn't kill him because he's a minor deity. So he's immortal, but they could physically injure him. And, you know, kill him inside. Okay, you keep bringing up Wizzos and Rios. This is Ace Combat.
Garuda 1 launched
Those
missile.
aren't real.
Missile struck target.
There's no such thing.
We have radar lock on.
Now, if this is Project Wingman, then yeah, bringing up the back seater is a thing, but you know, it's not here.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
All targets are
Is
confirmed
he
destroyed.
talking?
We have
I mean,
taken
they
over the
might
city of
do
San
it.
Loma.
But the main reason why Project Wingman never bothered with the Wizzo or Rio is because
Now that we've accomplished this mission, we have a good
since the
chance of
player
taking out the heavy
can
command cruiser. Excellent
choose
job.
any aircraft, whether it's 2-seater or not, for practically any mission, why bother scripting it out when there's a good chance that the player won't ever use it?
San Loma in the process. Cavalia will be our chief base of operation for conquering the ultimately every.
I mean, PW kind of showed that if you give the Wizzo or make the Wizzo a waifu, then idiots will use will deliberately handicap themselves by picking only 2-seaters against, you know, the final boss, just so they can hear their waifu one more time. But, you know.
We've got a large unit of troops on Rollins Plain.
I mean, it is nice that they addressed the Wizzo but I'm of the opinion that for the type of game that Ace Combat is, having a Wizzo that doesn't really exist is an acceptable break from reality. Alright, so for the next aircraft, we've got the Rosgrees. Just like every other Rosgrees, the stat differences is plus 15 defense, plus 10 stability, minus 10 to both air-to-air and air-to-ground. Nothing special. But since this is Siege on Silva, we're gonna take the bombs.
Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry?
And you're gonna take QAMs, because I want you to go after...
Garuda team, time to take off.
Yeah.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are completely surrounded over a wide area. We've got 6 sectors of operation to concentrate on. Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
We better move. Our forces could get wiped out at any second now.
That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs trying to keep them covered. Return to base if you need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Enemy forces approaching. Prepare to intercept. Our entire line of defense is being affected by enemy fire. We've lost contact with Sector D7.
Yeah, okay. It's that hill. How Ghost Eye and Longcaster would interact on off day? I think they would get along fairly well. Of course, Longcaster would decide where they'd eat.
Garuda 1, bombs away. Ground target has been eliminated. Garuda team, initiate close-range air support. Get out there and hit what you can.
Bust some heads, Talisman. Take care of business.
These guys are on our side. Thank God. We're here. Inform our units our reinforcements have arrived. Just like that DJ was saying, our angels are back. Let's get it, Garuda 1. Dancing with the angels. Garuda, is it? I'm counting on you guys.
A Marion Bistro.
Stogies are after our runway.
The strange real nation that has a lot of Italian inspiration is Ameria. Half of Western Ameria is has Italian names.
Enemy threat level down. Keep it up, Garuda
Also, I
team.
don't know if it's an English script thing that they did that with. Because other games have also brought in real strange stuff, like Ace 5 and its infamous Dutch rolling. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay.
The enemy threat level has dropped again, as Demakians are down to 30% of their forces.
Go! Go! Protect the runway at all costs!
Stay focused. The enemy hasn't given up yet. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Backup Gavial Tank Battalion.
Alright, back. Yeah, as I was trying to say, I don't think the Italian Bistro is strictly an English script thing. Because
Are there any fighters available to cover
other
Battalion?
Ace Combat games beforehand, even in the so-called Holy Trilogy, they have real strange stuff, like Dutch rolling.
Dragon Busters have lost about 40%
So-
of their forces. They can't do this alone.
Is it
All
possible?
targets
Sure.
within Operation
but-
Space are down. But stay alert. The worst is yet to come.
But yeah, as for me calling the PS2 trilogy the so-called Holy Trilogy, I admit the PS2 trilogy gave the franchise the lease on life it needed. And Ace 4 is, I mean, it is the second most sold Ace Combat game in the franchise history. But maybe this is because I didn't grow up with these with those games. But I do not hold them up on a sacred pedestal. They are great games. They are also flawed games. And that's not to say that, you know,
Enemy forces have dropped to
accentuate the
30%.
negative.
Just a little more,
But
team.
I think what a lot of PS2 game fanboys, well, fanboys isn't the right word, but proponents, they tend to gloss over the weak points of the games, especially when it comes to 5. Which I think actually does the games a disservice. Like, my favorite game is 6. I have the most fun with A6. But it is very much a flawed game in terms of story.
Enemy forces within Operation Airspace have been
I mean, the
eliminated.
cutscenes
Nice
are
work.
cringe. No other way to put it. Also, the fact that it's an Xbox exclusive
After an Slovakian unit that's just started pulling out of action.
probably didn't do it any favors. But how do I say it? I'm trying to say. It's possible to love a game in spite of its flaws. but
Then use all your power to get them back.
glossing over a game's flaws is just as bad as harping on them too much.
Enemy plane in gun range.
Fucking Strigan.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
One good thing about the high stability of the F2 compared to the F-16 is that when you stall out during a
Careful now.
high G turn,
You on radar.
it is a lot easier to recover.
Radar lock.
Like, it's
Enemy
not that
aircraft
funny.
down.
Remember who?
This one's mine. Garuda 2 launched missile. I tagged one.
Garuda 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
Box 2. Box 2.
Impressive, Garuda 1. Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Fire. There's nowhere to run now. Sweet.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Box 2. Box 2. Enemy down. I've got a lock. Locking on.
Bombs away. Ground target destroyed.
Strigan team is gone. Sorry.
Garuda 2 launched missile. And it hit.
Lock on.
Box 2. Box 2.
No. Too early.
Enemy tank has been destroyed. This mission is going well. All forces, keep the pressure on.
Of course we'll keep the pressure on. We're at war here.
Box 2.
Fire! Try and evade that. I have him.
Yeah. Alright. This way. There they are.
Bombs away. We have radar lock on. The threat level for remaining Estavakian forces is down to about 60%.
Dance with the angels.
remaining Estavakian forces is about 40%.
Launch a missile. Time to dance with the devil, Scooby. Where is our Air Force? I don't see any of our planes up there.
Well, clearly you're not looking up, because they're still there. They just, you know, not good.
Sector E4 is out of our hands due to the various top unit is attacking us.
The threat level for remaining Estavakian forces is down to about 20%.
All planes, this is a hell of a dance. Keep up those nice moves.
That was fast, Talisman. I got lock on. Enemy facility reduced to rubble.
Kaboom. Yeah, for the next two Viper missions, we're probably gonna do like Sibley Field and Vitose just for time's
Enemy
sakes.
aircraft
Well,
down.
one of them is gonna be Vitose just because I fucking hate that DLC. But the other one is just, you know, time. Because I still have 3 Nighthawks to get through.
Radar lock. Bombs away.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
I have him.
Enemy forces have been eliminated from the mission areas.
Alright.
That's enough dancing for today. Time to get on home now.
I could have danced a few more numbers.
I'm still dancing here. Go ahead and leave without me.
Don't give me that, Sky Kid. It's past your bedtime.
You'd make a scary mother ghost die. But I guess we should be getting back.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are completely...
Our besieged now. We now
Okay.
have an open path to Grace Maria. All pilots.
Yeah, I keep getting airings because I'm beelining the TGTs. Alright, Sibley Field.
You've been ordered to start the mission now.
Now for the next one, we've got the Darkwing, which is the F2's monocolor black color aircraft with 800 AM3s. It has a maxed out stat for both air to air and air to ground, but every other stat's the same as the base one. You just get more missiles. This one is actually one of my favorite, just based on pure color, because it's black and navy blue. Very easy on the eyes to look at, and when you're have autistic light sensitivity, bright colors hurt.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
But just like every other monocolor aircraft,
We're about to engage
performance-wise,
enemy
it's
units on the
nothing
other side
special.
of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central unit occupied.
Launch Battalion here. We're set up to hit all enemy units on the east side. Troopers here. We've got the west side covered.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estavakian ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return line if you need supplies. It's at the south end of the airspace.
They've got way more guys than us. Great confidence booster, huh? Let's get on it, Garuda 1.
Did you know that 90% of our operational forces are out on the battlefield? I love it. It's the bet of a lifetime.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation.
This is Quox. Advancing to engage enemy across the river. Do me a favor and take care of any little guys trying to get in our way. We can provide ground assistance once you're ready. Now what are we supposed to do?
Quox Battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
This is Select Avalanche. Incoming enemy fighters to take down radar. All pests are down. Get moving. You make our life easy, Air Force. This is Quox, preparing to engage central enemy from the east.
Roger, Quox. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
A miss. This is Warlock. We're about to contain the main enemy forces across the river. Blast the hell out of anything that moves.
Ghost Eye to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are being sent your way.
I
Call them
think
in when
I
you need backup.
finished Quox's mission so fast that
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Alpha's units haven't fully set up yet. It's awesome.
Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns. Get with the program. Shoot those planes out of the sky. Report your status. About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far superior to theirs. This is a disgrace to our country.
You're a disgrace to your country.
Attention all units. Advance now. Retreat is not an option.
We have radar lock on. Ground target destroyed.
Score to kill.
All tanks, it's time to wrap this up. So take them all out.
Fox 2.
I missed.
Yes. Bagged another enemy. I've got a lock. I bagged one.
Pop up the remaining enemy and this guy's dead.
Fox 2.
There we go.
The main enemy battalion has been destroyed. Thanks for that sweet air cover, boys. Teamwork's a beautiful thing, eh? This is Warlock. The main enemy forces are down. We're breaking off into two groups to clean up whatever's left.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I was able to do it that fast with a Viper. I mean, I can do it that fast with a Nosferatu, easy. But
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away. Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
I don't need allied support on this one. I'm good.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
Attention all tank battalions, commence delaying tactics.
Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
I got a missile coming at me. We evaded. Hurry, the enemy
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Missile missed its target. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Stop firing! Retreat! There aren't many
X-SX 2.
You didn't think we had any fight left, and yet we're decimating you. Okay. Alright.
This area has been cleared
One
of
more
enemy
F2
forces.
to go.
Mission complete. Get back to
That's
base.
the worst one.
Looks like I won the bet. That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
Thanks to your efforts, we have completed the Emirian forces were Estevakian forces were driven off this soon.
Alright, so we're gonna do Vatose, because this one sucks.
A large-scale formation of Estevakian bombers.
Alright. And the last F2 we're gonna look at is the Idolmaster Ami Futami. It's time for this fun-loving prankster to strut her stuff. The battle will hinge on your ability to use her wild and mischievous qualities to your advantage. So the stat bonuses that we get. Plus 20 mobility, plus 25 speed, plus 10 air-to-air, plus 15 air-to-ground, minus 60 stability, so we're pretty much at minimum stability, plus 39 AAM3, plus 46 long lances, plus 33 AAM5s, plus 25 AAM4s, and minus 1 Mark 84 bomb. The quirk... Oh, hold on. Alright. So the quirk of the Idolmaster here is pitch lock, just like her twin, Mommy Futami. This one will lock your movement, but while the F-16 was a roll lock, this is a pitch lock, which is actually a little easier to control. It also leaves orange missile trails. I'm not too big of a fan of this one. So let's get this shit show on the road.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weapon? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose.
They're here.
Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Yeah, I have to.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Pitch lock starts as soon as you take off. So if you're not careful, you
A
will
formation of enemy bombers
roll
is
all
on
the
its
way
to
back.
Vitose. Take them out.
Fight a good fight, troops. You're our only hope.
This territory is all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle.
Where are the enemy bombers?
Garuda team, have you located the enemy bombers?
Roger. Heading over to engage the enemy.
And of course, Shamrock's not bothered by the quirk, the pitch lock. It's only the player. It's only Talisman.
Enemy plane down.
Are you within the radar facility's EFR range? Ready to receive radar?
We'll do everything to help and within radar range of us.
detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
All planes head back to base once you run out of bombs. Initiate bombing sequence.
Yeah, for example of the pitch lock. Here we go. I have let go of the stick.
This is the enemy's propaganda broadcast.
More planes are showing up on radar. It's
So as you
another
can see,
formation.
the pitch lock will level itself out quicker than the roll lock. So it's much easier to control. Goes from, you know, an actual impediment to your flying to a minor inconvenience.
Kill confirmed. Good job. Second enemy bomber is down.
I think the era of the Idolmaster planes is over. I don't know. Some of the more popular skin mods in A7 were the Idolmaster skins.
There's quite a few this time.
Or Idolmaster. Yeah. And they did have your A7 did have Idolmaster emblems. But it will all depend upon
ESM is active.
it's a co-development between Project Aces and
Enemy bomber confirmed down.
the
Keep up the good work.
765 Productions, or whoever does the Idolmaster
The enemy
games.
has a lock on you.
And so I don't want to say yes, but at the same time,
Launching missile. Missile struck target.
it might be.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
That being said, I can guarantee you that we'll never get the quirky Idolmasters like we did in 6. We'll just get skins if we do get them.
Talisman has locked on. Box 3.
Kill confirmed. That makes 1 kill for Garuda 1.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Bomber number 8 confirmed down.
Scored a kill.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock. Take out those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts.
Ow.
9th bomber down.
Missile strike confirmed.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
Alright, 4
Enemy
missions
bomber formation is
left.
confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well.
Because we've got 4 Nighthawks.
It's got me a little too red in the face to go back home.
Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report you as gunned down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
The enemy bombers have been intercepted. Enemy aircraft around the Kesed. Our forces have
Okay.
taken.
I'll go back to Sipley. Mainly because the Nighthawks aren't fast. Alright, so before we go to the Nighthawk, let's rank the Vipers. And the worst Viper is without a doubt the Idol Master, Ami Futami. Solely because of her quirk. The pitch lock is annoying, it's not fun. But I would rank Ami above her twin, because the F-16 Idolmaster might quite possibly be the worst Idolmaster with the roll lock. At least this one's manageable. Then 3 would be the base Viper. Like I said, it's not much special about it. It's good. And in fact, well, yeah, this would be the first multi-roll I'd actually get on a first playthrough. It will carry you till you can get, like, the Strike Eagle. But yeah, and then just above the base at number 2 would be the monotone Darkwing, because basically it's just a base F2 but with 800 missiles, which would leave number 1 as the Rosgrease. And it earns its top spot for the extra defense and extra stability. Now, on to the Nighthawk. The F-117A Nighthawk is the last attacker in this game. The Nighthawk is the first fully stealth-capable attack aircraft. Modern attack aircraft. Technically, the de Havilland Mosquito was also stealth because it was made of wood. But it wasn't built as a stealth aircraft because stealth wasn't a thing back then. Anyway, its unique shape and special coating are designed to absorb and reduce enemy radar. Advanced stealth characteristics allow the F-117A to operate freely while evading enemy detection, although its payload is limited. Bunker-penetrating bombs give it formidable pinpoint striking capabilities. A complete deviation from traditional fighter design, because it's not a fighter, it's an attacker. The F-117A is a revolutionary attack aircraft designed solely for stealth. I think I said it before, but the F-117 should actually have been designated the A-117. Because attacker. But we called it F to fuck with the Soviets. So theoretically, how good is wood against radar? A lot better than metal. Mainly, wood will reflect radar waves just like metal will, but they don't reflect it nearly as well. In fact, wood tends to absorb some of the radar waves. No, it's not F-22 level, but then again, the radars of the day were nowhere near as good as the radars of today, because the de Havilland Mosquito was World War II era. Radar was in its infancy. So, it's not really a fair comparison. But I would have to say that a de Havilland Mosquito has a much smaller radar cross-section than, say, an F-16. Whether or not it's a smaller cross-section as an F-22, I don't know. Anyway, real strange stats. The F-117 was built by Lockheed. Its sole user was the United States Air Force. It was introduced in October 1983. It was retired from combat in 2008, but it is still used as a training aircraft as of 2025. The real-life F-117 has no air-to-air capabilities. It has no gun and no sidewinders. It only has 2 internal weapon bays with 1 hardpoint each, so it can carry a max total of 2 weapons. But that's not very fun gameplay-wise. So Project Aces gave it a gun and 2 additional weapon bays for its sidewinders. As for our liveries, the the American one is the Gray Dragon, the 2-tone. The Estevakian is the standard black, and then the SP is the YF-17 3-tone desert camouflage. And as for our weapons, we have 130 AIM-9M sidewinders, 65 65 GBU-27 paveway guided penetrating bombs. These are shit. Don't ever use them. 15 AIM-9X QAM sidewinders. And 35 AGM-88 ARM anti-radiation LASMs.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with the
Garuda team, time to take off.
Alright, let's do this.
Coast Eye to all forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central...
But yeah, that port right there for the gun doesn't exist. And those don't exist in real
Garuda
life.
team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estevakian ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross
It's
the return
only
line if you need
these.
supplies. It's at the south end of the airspace.
They've got way more guys than us. Great confidence booster, huh? Let's get on it, Garuda 1.
Yeah, I've never really saw the point in game of the Nighthawk. Because in real life, it was a great strike fighter, or strike attacker, used to excellent effect in the Gulf War, the Balkans conflicts, and most likely Gulf War II Electric Boogaloo. But since stealth mechanics aren't really a thing in Ace Combat, it's just too hard to program. I don't really see the point of this slow piece of crap that doesn't have the ammo capacity as, say, the A10 does. And I say piece of crap only in a gameplay sense. Real life, it was a fantastic aircraft.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge. Enemy facility was destroyed. Lock on.
Yeah, this thing does have I mean, it's slow as fuck because it doesn't have afterburners.
Ground target has been eliminated.
Its turn rate is okay. Its defense is okay.
I've got lock on.
But about all the attackers, this one just feels like the joke plane. Because if you want to do the attacker run, but you need to do air-to-air, yeah, this plane has QAMs, but only 15 of them. Whereas the Tornado can actually turn with the lower tier fighters and has the speed of a mid-tier fighter. So you use that. And it's got ECM to play a defensive role in case you get into a jam. And if you just want an attacker to rain death upon ground forces, you take the A10 because it has the Amarian War Crime.
Ghost Eye to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft
But
that have already
the,
completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need
The
backup.
Nighthawk, I mean, I guess it has anti-ship capabilities, but the guided penetrating bomb has no splash damage whatsoever. And the Nighthawk doesn't do any better with the anti-ship missiles than, say, the F2. In fact, the F2 has more anti-ship missiles and is more maneuverable and faster. So, again, I don't know why they included this. Hell,
Ground target
I'll be
destroyed.
honest. I actually would have rather have seen the Phantom be playable than the Nighthawk, because at least the Phantom has a role in interception. I mean, that's fair, Sly. It does seem like it's a lot harder for enemies to lock on to the Nighthawk, but I don't consider that to justify its existence in the game.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. Lock on.
Super useful Infinity. Well, yeah, you had to level it up. But I'm strictly referring to A6. In A6, it feels like the Nighthawk is a joke character. For the meme runs.
Ground target has been eliminated.
That's why I said I'd rather have seen the Phantom. And you know how much I hate the Phantom.
Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war
Then
all by ourselves.
the Nighthawk.
If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
Because other than the Tomcat, there really isn't an interceptor in this game.
Lock on.
And
Enemy battalion has been destroyed. Thanks for that sweet air cover.
there could be a niche for a fast fighter bomber.
Warlock. The main enemy forces are down. We're breaking off into 2 groups to clean up
But
what's left.
I just don't know what role
Enemy forces have been dealt a
in
heavy
the American
blow.
Air
All
Force
planes,
the
moving
Nighthawk
into
is
action
meant to
against
fill.
any forces still remaining.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
Although I do have a question. Was the GPB any good in Infinity? Or was it shit-tastic
This one's
as
mine.
always?
Gotcha.
Bandit dead ahead. This one's mine. Attention all tank battalions. Commence delaying tactics. Come on, like missile went on target. Look out! Missiles closing in.
Was useful
plane
for
in gun
specific
range.
areas. Okay.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Because I remember the GPB
Box 2.
Golden Age in Ace 4, where it had splash damage, it was guided, so it was easy to hit with. I mean, it was a great anti-ground weapon for Mobius 1's F-22. And then, for some reason, Project Ace is like, yeah, fuck it.
I've got a lock.
Because ever since then, the GPB kind of sucks.
We have radar lock on. Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
I mean, in A7 you can mod it so it's actually good. But, I don't count that because, again, that's a mod.
Enemy facility reduced to rubble.
This area has been cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
Just a forewarning, we're gonna stick with Sipley Field for all the Nighthawks.
Thanks to your
Because again, without
this mission should have given them a
afterburners,
good taste of what our
crossing
forces
big
are
maps
capable
is gonna
of. Soon we'll be
frickin'
able to
suck.
drive
Okay. All right, the next one is kind of a lazy livery, in my opinion. The General Emblem. Ace Combat 3 General Resource Aircraft. A lightened fuselage allows for increased weapons payload, built upon an array of technology. This aircraft boasts assured attacking prowess. An international conglomerate of countless corporations, General Resources control over much of the world's economy, cast an indomitable shadow over all nations. Ace Combat 3 mentioned, yeah. So, Sly, would it be fair to say that General Resource is kind of the strange real equivalent of Lockheed? Or Lockheed Skunkworks? Because I get kind of the same vibe from Lockheed that I do with GR. But anyway. Okay, that's interesting. Bit of tidbit there. Shit. I closed something I didn't mean to. There. Lockheed maybe. Lockheed Scummer's probably. Okay. Lockheed Scummer's being Newcom, yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe Lockheed is Newcom and Boeing is General Resource. I mean, of late, if the memes are accurate, I mean, you could redeem me play Ace 3, Geo, but the problem with that is I don't have Ace 3. Especially since this concert for two is a paper tiger relying on Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, I do not have Ace 3. I don't have an emulator to even play PlayStation 1 games. So if you want to buy me those things, I'll play it. But until then, eh. Also, I'm not... That's not a priority for me. Yeah, the stat differences. Yeah, plus 20 A to A. Our air to ground has been maxed. We lose 30 defense. We gain 30 sidewinders and plus 20 to all special weapons. But what I mean about this livery being lazy, this is the exact same paint scheme as the Amerian, but they put on GR markings that you can barely see. So what's the point? Although it is interesting to note that the tail code is WV218, which refers to white phallicly in northern Usea, which is where the GR base is in Ace 3. So that's a nice touch. All right, Gio, take care. Thank you for the well wishes. You know what? I'm gonna show you just how shitty these things
Garuda
are.
1, which plane should I select? How about my weapon? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Although I have to say,
We're about to
the
engage
GR
enemy units on the other side of
aircraft
the river from multiple
does
angles.
the let's just make an aircraft that has a shit ton of extra weapons better than the A-10 and the Tornado did. Because they didn't fuck with the stability. Well, okay, they did. Never mind.
Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return
It's still
line if you
heavy.
need supplies. It's at the
I
south
take
end
back
of the
what I
airspace.
said.
They've got way more guys than us. Great confidence booster, huh? Let's get on it, Garuda 1.
Did you know that 90% of our operational forces are out on the battlefield? I love it. It's the bet of a lifetime.
Use the Operation ID
Yeah.
device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar
GR
display can
being
be
a
toggled for
villain
each operation.
in Ace 3 that has no regard for anyone's life.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
And the memes of Boeing conveniently arranging for the silencing of people that
We have
were
radar lock on.
whistleblowers.
Enemy chopper
Makes
down.
sense.
This is Quax. Advancing to engage enemy across the
But yeah, the GPB
guys trying to get
in this game is pretty much can one-shot any ground target.
Fox Battalion is a small scale unit.
But
don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need
it
the
is
best backup you've got to
single
offer.
target. It has no splash damage. So watch this.
stories have no skills. This will be a walk in the park.
Oh, holy shit! It does have splash damage. Never mind.
First deal with the sky. We're almost through. Focus all fire on whatever's
I guess they just have to be clustered really close together.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Don't go it alone. Stick together.
Lock on! Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground!
They can't handle us. Time to flame broil these worm bastards.
Like here, this is not going to get both. Although an unguided bomb would.
Anti-aircraft gun
See.
taken out. In gun range.
It's almost over. Drive them into the ground.
Enemy chopper down.
All pests are down. Get moving. We'll make our lives easier, Force. This is Quax, preparing to engage central enemy from the east.
Roger, Quax. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
It's over if they cross the bridge.
Goose to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are being sent your
That
way.
missed.
Call them in when you need backup.
Lovely.
I got it jacked. Don't let him cross the bridge at all costs.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
This is Warlock. We're about to contain the main enemy forces across the river. Blast the hell out of anything that moves. Looks like they've got some anti-aircraft gun in the mix. Better go in ready for anything. Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns. Get with the program. Shoot those planes out of the sky. This is the moment of truth. That ground target's history.
That ground target's history!
About half the enemy
Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing much, as much commentary as I normally would. Yeah, NyQuil's kicking in.
We have radar lock on.
Excellent. Welcome back, Ross. Welcome to the joke character of A6.
Fox 2.
Sam destroyed.
That takes scrap metal now.
Justice for Nemo. Oh.
Garuda 1, bombs away.
Enemy tank annihilated.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to feel about Nemo ultimately being an AI. Spoiler warning for those who haven't played it.
Talisman is locked on.
Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the
But,
enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
I don't really know enough to know if Nemo is. I mean, I know he's a smart AI, but I don't know if he's self-aware.
Sam kill confirmed.
Or if
Garuda
he's
1, ESM is active.
just a thinking version of like the very little information about Nemo. Okay. Like, I know he's basically the final iteration, the ultimate iteration of the Zone of Endless. But that's about it.
Enemy tank annihilated.
I don't know that. I thought, like, A7 kind of made some connections with Zoe and Nemo.
This is Shamrock reporting an enemy kill.
With
The main enemy battalion has been
some of the people that worked on the Ravens being characters from Ace 3.
main enemy forces are down. We're breaking off into two groups to clean up whatever's left.
Like Misha,
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow. All planes move into action.
Schroeder's
against any forces still
assistant. I
remaining.
don't know.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away. Watch out, I'm gonna break hard.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Enemy facility taken out. Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
This one's mine.
Ayoko. Yeah, 3's storyline is extremely confusing for me. And I don't know how much of it is canon.
Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
Because it was... 3 came out before Ace 4 kind of did a soft reboot of the whole franchise.
Shamrock, Fox 2.
with the establishment of Strange Reel. So I mean, every previous game before 4 either got a retcon or it happened but it didn't. The Japanese community considers the PS1 trilogy to be in their own pocket universe, separate from the Strange Reel. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
And the story of Ace 2 was
Enemy
retconned
facility taken out.
into the Strange Reel timeline in
Another enemy.
Legacy.
We have radar lock on.
All planes, we're almost done. Don't get shot. Please respond. Anyone. HQ.
Okay, Sly says that he considers, or personally considers, the world building around 3 to be
I've got a lock.
mostly canon.
Invasion successful.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Shamrock, Fox 2.
I didn't think Ameria had any fight left.
This
What
area
would be
has been cleared of
interesting
enemy
to
forces.
see
Mission complete.
is
Get back to base.
the two big corporations
That's one step closer to Grace Maria.
interactions with
I've got a hunch
the
we'll be going home a lot sooner
other
with you on board.
big name Strange Reel
I'm counting on your
corporations and
talisman.
other governmental powers. Because one of my biggest, because I know everyone wants, or a lot of people want to see Ace 3
Thanks to your
remade
efforts,
or
we have completed
retold.
this mission successfully. Emerian forces were able to extend
but-
to the center of Kesed, expanding their power in the region.
Yeah,
Estavakian
Grunder is
forces
gone.
were driven off the front line and have retreated to this mission.
Lucia
should have
finally
soon
did
will
something
be able to
correct.
drive all Estavakian forces out of Kesed.
But the whole point of Ace 3 was that governments were so weak that they were essentially bought by corporations. I mean, it's basically Cyberpunk before Cyberpunk 2077 came out. But it really only explored one continent, Usia. Well, what would become Usia. And while that would work, yeah, Cyberpunk is a whole genre. Yeah. I know it's a genre, but I'm currently streaming Cyberpunk 2077, so a link there. But the problem is
You've been ordered to start the mission now. The interception op was a success. Enemy air units around Kesed have been weakened. And the
Yeah.
Republic of Ameria's military
I can
has taken
see
full advantage
GR
of this
and
prime
Newcom
opportunity
basically
to initiate a
dominating
counterattack
Usian
operation with
politics.
all forces participating.
But
Enemy forces
what I
have established
can't
a
see
wide-scale defensive line around
is
consisting largely
GR
of tank battalions. Our ground forces
or
are set up
Newcom
to
or
cross
hell,
the river
even
and
both
penetrate
united,
and eventually regain
being
control of
able
Kesed.
to
Garuda team, we
have
need you to
any
support our
major
advancing ground
influence
units and eliminate
outside
all
of the
enemy
continent.
forces. Multiple
Like-
units will be simultaneously.
especially with Osea, for example. Do you really think that after finally dealing with the cancer that was Grunder, that Osea is going to trust another militaristic corporation? Fuck no. It only happens to our... Yeah, it'd have to be forced. And after the Lighthouse War, yeah, Osea got bruised. That would require Osea and Yuktobania to lose their national power in this 20 years between 7-3. True, a lot can happen in 20 years, but as far as we know, Yuktobania is in no danger of collapsing. They're probably came out of the Lighthouse War the best. Osea took some bruising, but after getting rid of the cancer that is Grunder, I don't see them collapsing either. More than bruised. Terminals, they have no functioning carriers and lost multiple fleets. Okay, Sly. I hear that. But let's consider what Osea is. They are basically the United States. And in World War II, in 1942, we had one operational carrier to stand against the Japanese that had at least 5 fleet carriers. And we still won. So yeah, Osea, the Osean Maritime Defense Force took major hits. But post AC7, yes, they would. If Osea is anything like Real Strange America, they will have rebuilt their fleets in 5 years. 5 to 10. Hi, Starscream. Welcome to stream. Next DLC aircraft is the Rosgrees. And again, plus 15 defense, plus 10 stability, minus 10 to air and air to ground. Writers could just say they don't manage to if it makes an interesting story. I mean, they could, but I wouldn't believe it. Yeah. Yeah, the story writers would have to force it. I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of possibility for Osea to have a brain injury and not rebuild, but given how much shit they went through with Grunder, and they finally got rid of Grunder, and then the Rosgrees files get declassified, which shows just how much of a cancer Grunder was. Do you honestly think that Osea would fall to the influence of another foreign defense contractor? No. They're gonna go homegrown. And yeah, I know it's technically North Ossia Grunder Industries, but North Ossia is South Belka.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
I mean, it's definitely going to shake up Ocean politics, that's for sure. But I do not see a downfall of Osea. Do I see... yeah, Osea's military was slightly neutered by Harling in AC5, but following the Circum-Pacific War, Osea armed up. But I mean,
How about my weaponry?
that is the nature of a democratic system. I'm gonna put their bets on the UN. And again, slight in AC7. We didn't see any of the Ocean mainland forces. And again, I have to go back to referencing how America works, or the American military works. We don't send our best shit overseas, especially to an international organization. And again, ground forces are what they were left with in Usia. We have no idea what they've got protecting the home. And why is in the Kestrel 2 on the best? Okay. We saw at the beginning of A7 the Ocean fleet get wiped out. Yeah. But by the end of that same war, we saw more and more Ocean naval units. They were already rebuilding. No, they weren't. They were not all wiped out. All the ones that were at the lighthouse mission, yeah. They got their ass kicked. But we still heard from GCQ. The Alicorn did not get the rest, Sly. The Alicorn did not get the rest. They got 4 destroyers. Maybe even frigates. My point is, Osea was rebuilding. Do you think they would stop rebuilding? No. They're gonna keep going. That's how America, and by extension Osea, does this. I mean, for example, early in World War II, the American Navy were getting their ass kicked multiple times. And by all accounts, we should have lost the Pacific Theater because our losses kept mounting up. But the point is Osea, just like the United States, has a massive manufacturing base, has a massive advantage in the fact that they are separated on all sides by an ocean. Aruja couldn't touch their manufacturing base. So yeah, they took some hits early on. But even then, the Lighthouse War was still less than a year long. And that was with the Ocean B team. If that war went on longer and Osea really ramped up, there wouldn't be an Aruja left. Especially if the Alicorn was able to get it shot off.
Are we ready to fly with the
Garuda team, time to take off.
So I know you're saying that Sly, that you're saying it might be reasonable for Osea to fall if the writers wanted him to. I'm more leaning with Ross in the fact that it doesn't make sense.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
I mean, yeah. And for now, I would rather Osea not be the star of the next game.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all estimated
But
ground
my whole original point was, I'm pretty sure that GR and Newcom would be regional powers at best. They would not be intercontinental. And yeah, I get it. If PA wants Osea to lose their influence, yeah, they'll do that. I'm saying they're gonna have to come up with a believable reason for them to lose their influence, because their status at the end of the Lighthouse War, no, they're in a prime position to rebuild. Hell, they're already doing that in Usea. They're still an economic superpower with all of their manufacturing bases intact. If you want to say that there's political instability, yeah, I can see that. Stream stuttering every second. Oh, okay. How about now? Did that fix it? Okay. So what happens is it's just an Xbox programming thing. Apparently it does not like to stream to Twitch, even on the Series X. So I have to be in an Xbox Live party. And it goes, it expires after 60 minutes. Amazon is Microsoft. Ah, that makes... Yeah. That and Microsoft is trying to get out of the console market. Microsoft wants to be, for video game purposes, they want to be the next Steam. With Xbox Game Pass. So for console wars, Xbox is basically pulled out.
Roger,
Which
Quark.
means
Crew
that
team, move on to a different unit.
it's Sony and Nintendo's war to lose.
Coasteye to Garuda
And
team,
both of
listen
them
up.
are trying their
Aircraft
damnedest
that
to
have already
lose.
completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need backup.
Sony with, you know, their horrible business decisions about crossplay, and multi-platform stuff. And then Nintendo's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a new console that we're gonna price gouge the shit out of it.
All tanks, it's time to wrap this up. Take them all out.
One would hope, Sly. One would hope that Concorde falling flat on its face while the nostalgiarific Astrobot succeeding beyond all expectations would kind of clue Sony in to the fact that gamers want good games, not hero shooter slop that looks like I don't know. Concorde just doesn't even look good. It's Sega with a steel chair. Sega has the opportunity to come back into the console wars with a vengeance. That would be the hilarious. That'd be the hilarious comeback story of the century. I would welcome it. Just come back with their and market their new console with the next generation of their Sagato Sanshiro marketing campaign that basically was like Sega's version of Chuck Norris. Dude,
Don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves.
that they would win, hands down.
Don't be afraid to request allied support.
What's going on? If we don't do something...
Kind of. I glanced at it,
Gun range.
and it's I've seen you type it out in your Discord, so that's.
Don't stop firing on them. Show the Americans our full force. Almost have to go to the river. Our ground unit's in a hell of a mess. The main enemy battalion has been destroyed. Thanks for that sweet air cover, boys. Teamwork's a beautiful thing, eh? This is Warlock. The main enemy forces are down. We're breaking off into two groups to clean up whatever's left.
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow. All planes, move into action against any forces still remaining.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away.
Watch out for enemy fire. Our tanks can deal with the ground. Anti-aircraft gunners, keep those fighters out of range. The enemy's gonna blitz its way out. Ain't gonna happen on my watch.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
Fire.
Launching missile.
What I said about your Nintendo thing was I had glanced at it But I had pretty much read it on your Discord earlier when they're talking about your Switch experience. But yeah, what's gonna shoot Nintendo in the foot is their insistence on selling $80 digital games.
Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
There's no excuse for that. All right, Ross, take care. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, yeah, $80 game. Well, the way I see it, the explosion in cost of games is similar to the explosion in cost of movies.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
They've put all of their money into visual spectacle to cover up for, how shall I put it, corporate slop of story. Because, I mean, we can all agree that most Hollywood movies today are focus tested way too much. Oh yeah, I am calling out Marvel DC. Well, I'm calling out Disney and Warner Brothers. The parent companies. But everything has to go through so many committees and focus testing.
The enemy has a lock on you!
So what we get left is basically super safe things that are designed to offend no one. So they interest no one. So the only way that you can get people to, you know, come see it is the spectacle. And I think that's where the gaming or AAA gaming industry is of late. They're putting so much emphasis on, you know, graphics and spectacle because all the studios are so heavily corporatized that all they care about is not offending their player base. So they focus test everything, and the story is written by committee,
This area has been cleared of enemy
so
forces.
it's not
Mission
interesting
complete.
anymore.
Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
So they have to make up for it
One
by
step closer to Grace Maria.
stellar
Number one,
graphics.
I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with
Have you
on board.
noticed that
I'm counting on you,
games
Talisman.
are advertising how they look, not how they play anymore?
Ghost Eye to all forces.
There's a
About to
reason
engage
for that.
enemy units on the other side of
And the
road
most
from
popular
multiple
games
angles.
are indie games
Warlock Battalion will be keeping
that
unit occupied. Rox Battalion here.
half of the indie games
On the east side.
are
We've got the west side covered.
8-bit, 64-bit,
Provide cover for our
you know,
troops on the ground and eliminate all
retro
Estelaki
looking.
ground forces. Choose any area
But
you
what
want to cover. Cross
what the
return
indie
line if you
games
need
have
supply.
that the AAA
Thanks to your efforts, we have
140K
completed this mission successfully.
2000 frames per
Marian
second
Estevakian forces were this
graphical
mission should soon
masterpieces
be able to drive-
don't have is they have soul. They have story. And that's what gamers are responding to. Oh yeah, the AAA gaming bubble is going to pop soon, and I am here for it. I really hope that Project Aces isn't going to be a casualty of that, but I am, just like I'm saying bring on the downfall. Bamco is more double A. Okay. Yeah. Just like I am all for the downfall and the fireworks show of Disney, WB, and those. Bring on the downfall of Ubisoft and Electronic Arts. I am here for it. I'll throw Activision Blizzard in there. I don't know. Let's see here. Take-Two Interactive. An American video game holding company based in New York. Founded by Ryan Brandt in 1993. Take-Two Interactive Inc. owns the three major publishing brands Rockstar, Zynga, and 2K. Take him down too. Fuck. Yeah. There's not many video game companies that I'm respecting anymore. First video game market crash in the 80s was mostly localized in North America. Well, the thing with the whole tariff thing, and not to get too political, but tariffs technically don't apply to digital games because they don't physically exist. There's nothing crossing customs, so it's not really an import-export. Physical games, yeah, that would affect. But I'm not getting into the weeds on the tariff issue because it's super political at the moment. And I don't want to do anything that will ruin my Twitch TOS. But all I can say on that issue is we're just going to have to wait and see. The ball is out of our court. Alright, so the final aircraft we're going to look at is the thing that makes the Nighthawk from a joke character to a lethal joke character. The Idolmaster Yukihiro Hagi... Is it Hagiwara or Hajiwara? I don't know. Anyway, a little on the shy side, this aircraft boasts impressive moves when trying its best. It's up to you to make this star shine. So, as you can see from our stats, we're still slow as fuck. We can't really turn. But we've got a plus 20 to A to A. We've maxed our air to ground. We have a -5 in our stability or mobility and speed. A -30 to stability. We got 24 sidewinders, 50 more payways, 40 more AIM-9Xs, and 46 more harms. And her quirk is mobility increases with speed. But yeah, This aircraft, well, decent in campaign, can be... It's a lethal joke character online. Because unless somebody's expecting it, they're going to be completely blindsided by the fact that this attacker can pull maneuvers that it shouldn't and is dumping QAM after QAM into their ass.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weapon? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
It's a good thing this is the final aircraft in the stream, because the headache medicine is wearing off.
Set up to hit all enemy units on the east side. Troopers here, we've got the west side covered.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estelaki
As you can
ground
see,
forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return line if you need supplies. It's at the south end of the
we're...
airspace.
Holy shit.
Got way more guys than us.
That was
Big
fast.
confidence booster, huh?
We're actually fairly nimble at this speed. We're gonna lose that speed as soon as we pull a hard maneuver, though, but, you know.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation. Lock on. Enemy tank has been destroyed.
This is Quox. Advancing to engage enemy across the river. Do me a favor and take care of any little guys trying to get in our way. We can provide ground assistance once you're in range for We need the Air Force to choke out the enemy's aircraft.
Quox Battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
Aim for the smart ones first and let the Air Force deal with the sky. We're almost through. Focus all fire on whatever's after our tanks. They can't handle us. Time to flame broil these little bastards. All pests are down. Get moving. We'll make our lives easy, Air Force. This is Quox, preparing to engage central enemy from the east.
Roger, Quox. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
Yeah. A Nighthawk armed with sidewinders and a gun. Totally,
Garuda team, listen up.
completely
Aircraft that have already
realistic.
completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need backup.
And that's why this is Ace Combat, not DCS.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Fuck your realism. Machine gun go burr.
Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns. Get with the program. Shoot those planes out of the sky. About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far superior to theirs. This is a disgrace to our country.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Any plane fired a missile. How did it miss?
Missile struck target.
How is this even possible? I mean, we're outnumbered.
Enemy tank has been destroyed. We have radar lock on.
This is Quox Battalion. We're now in visual attack. It's time for rock and roll, baby. Quox is in attack position. Warlock Battalion changed to offensive. Force will lock it.
Also, a Nighthawk going over 1,000 knots. Yeah, that's totally realistic.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Wait,
This one's
is it
mine.
knots or miles per hour?
Talisman is locked on. SAM destroyed.
I know I've got it on, should be knots, okay. I know I got it on freedom
Win this war all
units.
by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
The main enemy battalion has been destroyed. Thanks for that sweet air cover, boys. Teamwork's a beautiful thing, and this is Warlock. The main enemy.
That's right, I wasted 2 harms on tents. Deal with it.
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow.
Those
All
were
planes
enemy
move into
tents.
action against any forces still remaining.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away.
Those tents' existence offended me.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
Missile evaded.
Just like these ones.
Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there. Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
The tank battalion to keep up its delaying tactics. The transport battalion withdraws first. I got it checked. Fox 2, Fox 2. Lost my luck.
I got a good angle on this one. I can evade it.
The enemy's breathing down our backs. I can draw it in closer.
Missile struck target.
There aren't many stogies left out here. All planes, we're almost done. Don't get shot. Please respond. Anyone! HQ! HQ! Damn it! Fall back and reform the line. Damn, I missed!
Yes. Back
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This Idol Master is the only Idol Master that actually
This area has been
has
cleared of
normal
enemy
colored
forces.
missile
Mission
trails.
complete. Get back to base.
Because her
Looks like I
color
won the
is
bet.
gray.
That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board.
Alright, we're gonna rank the aircraft and then we're gonna call it a Stram. Because
Ghost Eye to all forces.
I need to.
Thanks to your Emirian forces, Estevakian
I
forces
need
were
to
driven off
re-up
the
my
front
headache
line.
medication.
This mission soon will be able to.
Alright. So, I would say that the number 4 would be the base Nighthawk, just because, you know, each of the other ones have something better about them. Number 3 would be the Rosgrees. That one. Because while it does have good defense and stability, its I mean, it just doesn't feel all that different than the base Nighthawk. Then shit. Number 2 is the general resource, simply because of the insane weapon count. 55 harms, 35 QAMs, not bad. You do, I mean, you're heavy, but I mean, it's a lot more controllable than, say, the Tornado Raging Shark. And then the best one, of course, is the Idolmaster. Because, like I said, with the ability to, one, actually break 1,000 knots in level flight, and with mobility increasing with speed, you can pull off some, for an attacker, sharp maneuvers. And with 55 QAMs, you can actually deal with air-to-air threats in this thing. It is the lethal joke character. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be doing Dragon Age Origins and Arkham City. Saturday will be more Cyberpunk 2077. Sunday will be Mass Effect 2. Monday, Final Fantasy X-2. Wednesday afternoon will be Dragon Age Origins. Then afternoon will be, or evening, will hopefully be Sniper Elite Resistance with the Floof crew, so we can snipe some Nazis in the balls. And then next week in the showcase, we're heading into the danger zone as we take a look at the F-14 Tomcat. But thank you all for joining me. Sorry for the general lack of enthusiasm. Thank you, Sly. But spring in the Midwest sucks. Have a great night, everybody.